everyone. Today's video is going to be things I find incredibly chic. Yeah, I hope I do well with this because I have no idea the types of things people put. I'm going to try my best. Now for clothes, I really love the combination of navy and hot pink. I just love navy and hot pink. Whenever I see them together, I'm like, that's what I need, that's what I love. Those are my colors that just resonate with me. And for these colors, I have like a hoodie that I just wear non-stop all the time. I get very obsessed with clothing pieces and then I'll just wear them non-stop for a while. And that's like my signature. And then I'll switch it for like another month. This isn't to just like promote a name brand or something, but I just love the Marc Jacobs navy and pink hoodie. Like just the navy and the hot pink is just such like a pretty combination together. I just think it's so incredibly chic. The next thing, getting hoodies from actual things that represent a specific experience that isn't just a clothing brand or an accessory brand, just so unique and no one else has it. When I was in Montreal a couple years ago, I was just walking around exploring the town. I walked by this, it's actually really cool because it's the oldest adult film theater in Montreal. That's a legacy. And I didn't go in and watch anything, obviously. I just saw the logo and I actually didn't even know that it was an adult film theater. I just saw the hoodie in the window. So I just went in and I bought it anyway. Pretty unique and it's pretty sick. Interesting looking. She's sitting there and it says L'Amour, like, I love a piece of clothing from an interesting experience that not everyone can just buy online, and it's kind of like you have to keep out your artistic eye when walking around different cities or towns. It's so random, really fun to be a little bit more open with what types of things you're gonna find a style you like in. Next two things I actually bought online that I don't have right now to try on, unfortunately, or show. I got those like big baggy Adidas pants, like you know the ones they wear in Korea, and it's like you have like a tiny tube top with it, but it's like a nice contrast because the pants are so big and baggy. I think that is just so cute. I love the color red. It's just the best color. You know those like matching Lululemon sets with like the black BBL jacket and black leggings. Since they have that jacket in lots of different colors as well, because red just looks so good, it makes everyone look better. Those matching athleisure sets and a red jacket is just so sick. So chic, which I ordered as well. The next clothing thing I find really chic is like a white sort of like puffer. This used to be so much like puffier and more like, you know, like big puffer kind of jacket when I first got it, and the puff kind of go down, but I try to fluff it up still as much as I can now. I've had this forever and I just wear it all the time, but I love like a statement in a way that it's like you notice it, but it's also classy and simple because it's just all one color and it's just a puffer. Simple design elements to it anyway, so it just fits all the boxes. The brand it's from has such cute things, so similar sort of sense of style. Remember when people were really into sage green? I think that this needs to make an entrance. White, the combination of white with a subtle peachy with a hint of like blood red. Those two colors together I think is so beautiful and gorgeous. And I just ordered a pair of earrings that are kind of match this. Think of this outfit with those earrings. Timeless, but like it just has this sense of beauty aura. Now for shoes, I only have one mention. I just find these to be the most chic shoes. I love skate shoes. I think they're so cool. Even if you don't skate, skaters, they have like a distinctive sense of style. They care about it. Skate shoes aren't just only designed to help you skate. It's designed with an aesthetic eye as well. It's just so pretty. It's just so cute, honestly. There's this one skate brand. What the fuck? I don't actually know the name of this skate brand. Asics? What the hell is it called? Okay, first of all, black and gold is one of the best color combinations to exist. It's all a base of one color and then there's just a couple streaks of the other color. The way that is laid out combined with the fact that they're black and gold, they're just so perfect. These are my favorites. Although I like skate shoes, I'm also of course picky and have a particular eye just like everyone, but these ones specifically I love. One other pair of skate shoes that I just think are so cool, Nike SB Low Dunk Buto Horigome Matcha sneakers. He's a skater, like patchwork style I think is really, really pretty, and I love matcha, so that's honestly kind of like part of it. It's almost like the branding, the fact that they're called matcha makes me want them, but still chic as fuck. Now for accessories, I just have one. A thin, simple, plain gold chain as a necklace, and you can't go wrong. It's simple, but works kind of like old money, I feel. Now for beauty, first of all, a French manicure. Most chic manicures. I don't like it when it's too unnatural color. I like them kind of shorter but still add a bit of length. Also for beauty is, I know this has already been a thing, but I don't know that it's like specifically rising right now. You put some concealer on, pale peachy base over the majority of your lip. At the center, it's blood red kind of color, this almost sort of bitten look, mysterious, like, oh, like, I got some blood right there, what's that from, you know? I just think it's so gorgeous. I love orange on lips. I just made a matcha, so I came back. Ooh, it's too a little hot. Let's talk about music now. Songs that are chic. If you know the song Wildflower by Billie Eilish, a lot of people adapted, like they love that song, but my Wildflower before Wildflower was Male Fantasy. It's like a very similar melodramatic vibe, which I just love. I love sad, intense kind of songs. It's one of those melodies where it sounds so good, the tone of it and the rhythm. You know those like indie chill music where you can listen to it when you're not in like a hype up, like listen to The Weeknd pop song vibes and you just like really feeling yourself, but it can be like much more chill, almost the same kind of feeling you get when you could just be listening to a podcast rather than music. I separate my different moods. I have a podcast mood where I'm like getting stuff done and things like that, and then my music is when I'm just really feeling it, nighttime, going out kind of vibe sort of feeling. You know those like chill indie music where it just sounds nice? You could listen to it when you're in sort of more of a podcast kind of mood. Indie soft music that has a little bit of, like I said, melodramatic, a little moody. The album American Soft by Chris Staples is an indie masterpiece. It's so good. And my top 3 favorite songs on that one are Grand Coulee Band, Needle Park, and Overpaid. Those are all such good songs. Also on his new album, one specific song, it's called A Rainy New York Morning. Very much that sort of chill vibe, cafe, jazz music, kind of, you know. Next is French music. I have a French playlist that has lots of songs. It has Once Upon a Dream from Sleeping Beauty, the original 1950s movie, but in French. Sympathique by Pink Martini is a very classy French song, just like, you know, Frère Jacques that everyone knows. Edith Piaf songs, La Vie en Rose, Je ne sais regretter, I don't know. She has some really good old classy French songs, so like this one from Carly Bruni with Quit in a Minute. It's one of the most popular ones by her. But like Sympathique is like very pretty. If you've ever seen any Studio Ghibli movies, a Japanese animation company, that soundtrack has the most beautiful instrumental songs I've ever heard. Out of this world, insanely pretty. Like they're just gorgeous, and there's songs on it that those songs itself, even though there's no words, which is like even harder to do with, you can tell fully the feeling and the emotion that song is embodying in just a simple melody. Like there aren't even any words or lyrics or anyone's voice. It's just the most beautiful soundtrack I've ever heard, and it's the Tale of the Princess Kaguya soundtrack. Just go listen to it. It's so beautiful. Background. Next for songs is, you know that one song The Night We Met that everyone was really into for a while? It is a gorgeous song, you know, like it was on 13 Reasons Why, all that. Take me back. But actually the guy who sings that, Lord Huron, has another song that's sort of similar, basically in the sense that if you like The Night We Met, you'll love this song. I honestly maybe like this song more than it. I've listened to quite a few of his other songs and none of them hit the same way as The Night We Met and then this one other song. Please listen to it, Love Like Ghosts. It's so good, it's so chic, it's amazing. You will not regret listening to it. Obviously Lana Del Rey, a lot of her songs are very popular. Some more slightly underrated songs that I think stand out as specifically being incredibly chic. And like you can trust my taste on these: Old Money, Heroin, Music to Watch Boys To, Chemtrails Over Country Clubs, and There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard. Not all of them are as underrated as each other, but it's not like Summertime Sadness, which are still great songs. Specifically Old Money is like my favorite Lana Del Rey song. It's like the chicest, like the most elegant, whatever. Food and restaurants, obviously I'm gonna say matcha latte. I love matcha so much, and I don't like it too sweet, so that kind of helps me be a bit more authentic with it. Don't come at me, but I make it really authentically in a lot of ways, but I do use the microwave to heat it up. It just feels very like anti the rest of the process, but whatever, it's fast, it's easy, and it's delicious. Another food thing, I've always wanted to get a croissant, a plain croissant, because that's my favorite. Maybe I like a ham and cheese, but I don't like almond, anything like that. I do love a plain butter croissant when it's warm, it's so good. I've always wanted to get a plain butter croissant in a city and a coffee, go up to a Tiffany's and eat it outside Tiffany's, like breakfast at Tiffany style. I don't even need to explain, I've always wanted to recreate it. Last for food is the chai spot in New York. Let me tell you about it. You know how most cafes / coffee shops, they have mostly drinks and not a lot of food because it's focused on their drinks and lattes, but they might have a couple like pastries if you want like a little snack. So the chai spot, like an Indian version of a coffee shop, the menu is majority just chai. They do have lots of different formulas of chais, and some chai lattes, some have rose water, some have cream, some have green tea mixed in. As the little sides for snacks they have, instead of like baked goods, like pastries. They have some sides of, you can get a samosa. Like, the ambiance is just like so beautiful. I love that sort of style. I also love Indian food, and I like samosas, and I really like the detail of that. Instead of pastries, it's like a samosa. I think that's so fun, and it just like gives this cozy, warm, homey vibe that I just love to it. And just had like a really salty, savory dinner, so I wanted a sweet treat. I made a hot chocolate, the best hot chocolate in the world. Oh my god, it's so good. The key is sweetening it with coconut water, and you also get the electrolytes and cinnamon, salt, and vanilla extract. Next is kind of more like experiences. I love cheese stores. Like, it's so cute. Like, also if you're traveling and you're kind of just sick of being the only thing on your itinerary is shopping or going to restaurants or something like that, but something kind of niche and different that's kind of fun is go to a different city or town's cheese store. Like, cheese stores are the best. They're so much fun. Like, they're just a fun thing to do because it's kind of a cross between food and shopping, but it's also its own thing. Along the lines of that, olive oil tasting. Like, you don't have to buy anything. It's free, but it's a fun experience. You get to try the different flavors. Some of them are like so interesting. It's like butter, olive oil, Persian lime, olive oil, or like they'll have balsamic vinegars. Like, I tried this chocolate balsamic vinegar once that was really good. So for scents, I only have one scent in mind. I love the scent of jasmine, like jasmine flower, like jasmine essential oil. It's just such a pretty smell, and it's a natural occurring aphrodisiac, if you didn't know. It just has such a floral feminine smell. Now for homeware slash kitchenware, I love my Ralph's travel mug. Obviously, I just think that, well, number one, I love travel mugs. I think travel mugs itself are just a chic invention, but specifically, I think Ralph's Coffee does really good travel mugs, so Ralph Lauren. And then also for mugs, I have my little Tiffany's mug. I'm obsessed with it. I just think it's so elegant. Like, I love using it. It's so cute. And I'm not one to hate on anyone for enjoying name brand things sometimes, because I feel like it's a big thing where people like to judge others for being into name brands and things like that, and logos, all that kind of stuff. It's always those people who are so judgy about it. It's like, you're the one putting that negative energy out there, but then you're dissing on them for them not even doing anything to harm you. If they're not doing anything to harm you, why would you have negative energy and dislike them or create some sort of bias towards someone who hasn't done anything hurtful to you, and you're the only one being unnecessarily negatively judging? And I'm not even someone who's like super into logos, but I've always felt this way. That's just what they like. Everyone has their things that they like that other people find odd. I think now and then it's nice to be a little bit materialistic. Sometimes when things get a little too deep, it's refreshing to get to be a bit shallow at times. It's like you need a break. You can't always be in therapy work all the time or a similar equivalent. Like, you can just relax and do something kind of superficial. You sometimes need that. Like, I don't want to be everything be heavy all the time. Now onto books. Girl Interrupted. I liked the movie, but I think maybe I like the book a little bit more. Really, really well written. I just feel it's chic because there's a character, Lisa, in it. She makes hot chocolate in it, and I'm like, damn, that's so chic, so I just had to add it. Then The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Classy and timeless. I mean, she's a movie star in old Hollywood, but it's very much a page turner. If you don't like a book that's boring, or you don't even like reading, this is more like a movie than a book, so I would recommend that. Really good. The Song of Kieu. This is like, I wouldn't say it's like a page turner, but it's very classy and poetic. It's like an old Vietnamese legend of this girl who's just really sad, but she's blessed with all these things. But she's blessed with like beauty and all that, but then she gets cursed with all this terrible trials and sorrows in her life, and it's just really awful. It's kind of like the bell jar meets Romeo and Juliet. Last one is Notes of a Crocodile. It's a very unique, interesting story. Almost feels more like a fever dream-ish, or regular dream that's not quite as weird as a fever dream. Was written into fiction, but also has lots of emotion and depth, and is interesting, kind of modern and contemporary and new age. It's basically like this girl with all her struggles in life. I annotated a couple lines that I just thought were really nice. And then I have a kids book section, which kind of ties into outfits. The Dark Diaries series, I just have to say, Nikki Maxwell and Mackenzie Hollister's outfits just look so good. Like, the layering was so interesting, and all the outfits were just very original. Next up is journals. If you're a journaler, which if you're not, you should be, the most chic places to get journals. I love a good leather journal. This is from Etsy. I always ask for journals as gifts, This has my name engraved on it. Also, I love my Ralph's journal, my Ralph Lauren journal. It's so cute. I mean, this is self-explanatory chic. Obviously, like, people know it's good to journal, but specifically these unique journal prompts I've been using. I've been kind of into journaling on a computer, typing on a document. Sometimes it's just too much of a pain to handwrite everything, especially if you have a lot to write. So I like to make long documents, and it feels fun, more official. Just like pages of all these specific prompts that I've been getting and using, and that's what I'm going to share. I asked ChatGPT to give me prompts on the types of things I was overthinking, obsessing over little things that didn't really matter, and small details that, you know, I know are irrational, but my mind can't help but still worry about, even though my logical mind knows how stupid it is. But then I also gave ChatGPT my placements in my birth chart, specific aspects I felt were most prominent to me, and asked to give me like 5 journal prompts based on this aspect, because this aspect can be more challenging, or this can be used to my benefit, And then I asked them for prompts that were specifically focused on things I wanted to write about, like self-love and better self-authority. Next is art forms and inspiration. I think those French girl, like, little doodles that you see on Pinterest are very chic. And then using your dreams as inspiration for anything creative, whether it's painting, writing, just coming up with solutions. But your dreams are so creative, like the plot lines are always crazy and they're always so interesting, and like, honestly, they'd make great movies. Such a creative time for your brain. And then also cartoon computer screens, I find, are just like a super pretty form of inspiration, whether it's for presentation outline, painting, like whatever. Next is learning. I think going to those drink classes, like matcha classes or coffee tasting classes, where you can try out all the different brews from around the world of coffee, or like a matcha class where you learn about all the different matcha teas, how they all differ slightly in flavor and things like that, or how to craft a perfect matcha latte, because I did how to craft a perfect matcha latte class, and you learn a lot of interesting stuff about it, and I feel like those are so fun. Such a good thing to do for your brain. Now on to shows. I actually only have one show listed. I felt like a lot of real life shows don't have that aesthetic appeal as much, because cartoons are so much more focused on the art and the visuals. So I thought of one kids cartoon that I used to watch, Angelina Ballerina. The original one. Stories are so cute and sweet, and honestly, like, some of the style's kind of good. Low-key chic as hell. Honestly, I'd wear one of her vests. Some people are like, you can't get outfit inspiration from a cartoon, but you totally can. Like, you could totally look at a cartoon person's outfit and picture what it would look like in real life. Like, it's easy to do. On to movies. A lot of them are cartoon in the similar sense that cartoons have just a general more visual appeal to them. Not always. Sometimes things are nice and they're shot on film. Like I said about Studio Ghibli movies, I love. There are top 2 that I find are the chicest. They're also just my favorites. So The Tale of the Princess Kaguya, which is actually what the soundtrack was from, and then Whisper of the Heart. All their films are good, but watch those. The Tale of the Princess Kaguya specifically it's like a very different animation style than the rest of the movies. I actually have a coffee table book. Let me just show you some so you see how beautiful it is. It's a really good story as well. I like it. It's kind of like long and slow, but I love those long, slow, intense stories. Things like that in books or movies. If it's engaging, I really like it. If I like the characters, I like it. If it's like that, or any type of movie or anything like that, if the characters aren't engaging to me, I don't care, like, even if it's fast-paced, I'm not gonna want to watch it if I don't like or am rooting for anyone. Every time I just randomly decide to look through this book, in the same way that I'll just like randomly read old texts, like every now and then, just for fun. This is like, every time I look through it, I'm like, this is like a visual museum book. Okay, this is why people like museums, because I feel like my eyes are just being blessed every page. Every visual is so pretty, so I'm kind of like, I don't even know what to show you. I can't show you this whole book. I actually read this coffee table book front to back. I know that's not normally done. Every shot is aesthetic, like Pinterest, right? This is like pretty much every still from the movie. These are also visually very aesthetic. I don't even know if I'm showing all the most aesthetic pictures, but you get the idea. But don't sleep on Whisper of the Heart. Great coming of age, schoolgirl. This is kind of an obvious one, but Breakfast at Tiffany's. Even not the visuals, but all 5 senses when I watch it. Next for movies is Persepolis. Honestly, I call it chic because, not as much because the visuals are so pretty, but it's like a really good story. It's chic because it's also unique because it's like comic style cartoon. It's actually really funny. Onto mental health. The specific breathing exercise that's really good for calming your nervous system. It calms you down so much. It's the best breathing exercise. Calm your body down. I think it's like 25% within just about 3 of these deep breaths. You do in 1 deep breath through your nose, like a normal good deep breath, and then 1 extra breath, a more exaggerated, stronger breath really quickly. Then you let it out through your mouth slowly. You do kind of a BBL face. It really does help. Now we're gonna do virtues, sort of. I don't know if I would call these virtues or traits, whatever. But courage is very classy. Resilience and devotion. I just like that word, devotion, as well. But I also like what it represents. And then traits in people. I honestly love it when people are cocky, if I like them as a person, because it's like, go you, you're being cocky. In general, I like cockiness because I feel like a lot of times it just means you're not overly, but just like you're very confident, but people think you need to have so little confidence and need to be humbled like all the time. But when people are cocky, I feel like it's very refreshing to see, especially since so many people deal with so many insecurities. It's really refreshing to see someone be so cocky, and it's really inspiring. Cockiness doesn't mean you're bringing down someone else, so I'm all for the self-love. I find it chic when people are really eclectic, which I'm being like annoying, being like eclectic, using big words like that, whatever. Just basically means that you're someone who has a lot of variety, so you have all sorts of interests. For example, someone who is eclectic could be really interested in reading, like they read so many books, but then they love, I don't know, name brands. You never know what you're getting with them. That was just an example, but it's just like interesting when there's so much variety. There's always a surprise going on.